Hey everybody, my name's Vin, and today I'm going to be reacting to the Honest trailer of Pokemon the first movie. I'm not a huge fan of Pokemon, but I do enjoy it a lot. I played a lot of the games on my Game Boy Advance, Pokemon Emerald, Leaf Green, Fire Red. I favor Squirtle as a starter, but I know that there's arguments for the other two, and that's fine. Squirtle, I'm not sure why I necessarily favor Squirtle. I like that, first of all, he's blue, and I think my younger self kind of gravitated more towards the color. But as you progress through the games, I've always liked the water types because there's a lot of ways you can use the HMs, like Surf and Waterfall, which are actually decent in battle, and having them on your starter type is good because it's good for battle in general. I know there's a lot of arguments out there for different teams you should have though, so I'm not going to pretend like I really know what I'm talking about regarding that. Some people don't even keep their starter, so I'm just saying that I prefer Squirtle, and that's just who I like. He has a special place in my heart. The other reason I really like this movie is because not only nostalgia reasons, but Mewtwo is one of my other favorite Pokemon. I really like how he's really confused about what his existence means and how he slowly comes into that, and how by the end of the movie he's a lot kinder. This is an actual quote from Mewtwo, and I really like it. He says, "I see now that the circumstances of one's birth are irrelevant. It is what you do with the gift of life that determines who you are." And I really like that. And it really sums up his self-realization about who he is and what it means to be alive. Since Netflix recently did the reboot, I thought it'd be only appropriate to react to the Honest trailer of the original. Alright guys, let's just get right into it. I'm interested to see what Honest trailer has to say. They usually dig and make a lot of really good points, and it's usually really funny.
Before you pay to see Detective Pikachu,
okay,
revisit the first time.
I gotta say right off the bat, I still have not seen Detective Pikachu, but I work with kids and it's a hit with them, so it's something I definitely need to see, and I know Mewtwo's in it, so that makes me want to see it even more.
For a film that used to
my
delight
boy
your inner
Squirtle.
child, and now will just embarrass your outer adult.
Oh no!
Pokemon, the first movie. Mewtwo strikes back.
Another thing I never really understood as a kid is why the movie's called Mewtwo Strikes Back when he's never really struck a first time or anything like that. But in the new movie, with the Netflix adaptation, they actually make a lot more sense of that title. There's a part where Mewtwo talks about how they beat him down, they abused him, they're using him, and he says, "It's my turn to strike. I'm going to strike back," something like that. And so then they show the title. Makes a lot more sense. Because the other thing my younger self was really confused about is there's actually a sequel to this movie. And so I didn't really understand, okay, is this the sequel? Which one's the sequel? So.
Any more titles there, movie? Want to throw an Electric Boogaloo in for good measure?
Pikachu.
No? Okay. You got swept up in the Pokemania of the late 90s, and if you didn't, this probably ain't for you, Chief, because they're not wasting any time explaining what this place is, who these people are, or why that cat has a Brooklyn accent.
The last time you cooked, you wiped out 8 of my 9 lives.
To be fair, not even the superfans are sure about that one, so if you need a crash course on all things Poke, it's about child runaways who make their animal slaves beat each other unconscious. But don't worry, they like it, allegedly.
And they left out the part about how, so they said, the child, they have the animals with superpowers, but they also left out that you're only 10 to 12 when you leave on your Pokemon journey, and you're also taking on full-on worldwide mafia organizations as a kid. So that's a whole thing they didn't even touch on. It's weird to think about.
Meet Ash, an idiot who's constantly on the verge of death.
Ash is kind of stupid, let's be real.
Misty,
What
an
did
idiot
he
who's-
hope running between Mew and Mewtwo would accomplish? And there's also a scene in that movie where he literally runs at Mewtwo and tries to punch him. What were you hoping to do there, man? I don't see what the logic is. At least have Pikachu try to shock him. Come on.
constantly nagging.
Oh, Ash, you haven't done a thing all day. Are you
Misty is
sure
kind of
this
a
boat's
bitch.
safe? Can't Charizard move any quicker?
She's cute. They just keep getting more
Brock is
beautiful every
a total
time I
simp.
see them. She's really small, but really pretty.
Together with an adorable merchandising opportunity,
We got to.
this not-so-elite four will bumble into a secret fighting tournament / world domination plot that will make everyone say,
Also, am I the only one that thought the clones looked cooler? I love the stripes, especially on Charizard. It really just made him stand out. I always thought the clones looked cooler, but, you know, maybe that's sacrilegious. I'm not sure. That's like normal for anime in general, though, right?
But nothing can prepare them for Mewtwo, a psychic clone who's weak to bug types and existential crises.
Who am I?
He's got a plan to liberate Pokemon from their human masters that sounds pretty reasonable, actually, until he starts killing everyone. Want to keep kids from siding with a villain who's in the right? Gotta kill 'em all! Try not to hurt yourself in the confusion, because the franchise all about Pokemon fights comes out hard against Pokemon fights. Because when they're beating each other up to see who's the strongest, it's fine. But when they're beating each other up to settle who's the strongest once and for all, it's suddenly not fine?
Good point,
Pokemon
actually.
aren't meant to fight. Not like this.
Now I
They
can
were meant
see
to
how
fight.
horrible fighting really
Just not
is.
like this.
I've got one word for you, movie. So buckle up for yet another crappy video game movie based on a great video game franchise that may not be the best introduction to Pokemon, anime, or even Pokemon anime, but the soundtrack is a perfect
Oh,
crash
yeah.
course in
Oh, yeah.
early 2000s pop music. Britney, Christina, NSYNC, and 98 Degrees? Wow, I should really just watch Spirited Away instead.
It wouldn't be such a bad idea.
Starring Ash, Cash, or Rapidash. No one rides for free. I like jorts. They're tiny and difficult to wear. Brock Hard, Meowcom X, Garfield and Friends, and Jordan Peele's Us.
Oh, I see that. That's funny.
Pokemon, the first movie you saw when you were 8. I wonder if the subbed version makes more sense.
ありがとう。
Haven't seen
あ
that.
りがとう。あなたの涙。
Nope. To fit even more Game of Thrones in your
All
eyeballs,
right.
click the box to
So
watch.
that is the honest trailer of Pokemon the first movie. I have to say a lot of the criticism is really valid. I liked the fact that they pointed out it's sad. It's fine until they fight until this movie, and then all the characters are like, this is so sad. They're not meant to fight like this. You literally train them to fight each other exactly like that. That makes no sense. I get the point the movie was trying to put across. Like, it's entertaining. There's an emotional kind of element to it. It's supposed to be like, you know, the clones and the originals, neither is better. They're just different, and we shouldn't try to force them. Another thing that I always thought was strange is why, like, for example, why does the clone Charizard fight the normal Charizard? Shouldn't he go after Venusaur? And then Blastoise go after, like, that battle would have been a lot better. And of course you can't get over that scene with Pikachu after Ash freezes and he keeps shocking Pikachu. Pikachu keeps shocking Ash, trying to wake him up. I think we all died a little bit inside. So yeah, that's my reaction to this honest trailer. I liked it. Let me know what you think in the comments. Is this one of your favorite childhood movies? Did you have a nostalgia bone or two? Alright, bye guys.